What's going on, YouTube? Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. I go by the name of Boston Daily 91. So it's going to be a 2-segment video. First segment, we are going just talking over some points that I want to go over. And secondly, we're going to be going over BADBOYBEAMAN's video that he just released about the permanent UAV hacks. Now, I do want to state on this channel, we have went over a lot of hacks, a lot of cheats, how they work. And we did cover this once before. The reason why we're covering it again is because Aydan, the real life Cartman, just got caught using it. So if you don't want to watch it here, I will leave his original video link below, so make sure you go over and check that out. Secondly, if you don't want to listen to me talk for about 3 or 4 minutes, then this is going to be the video for you. But if you do enjoy my insights, then go ahead and stick around, sit back, relax, because it's going to be an absolute. So let's get right into it. All right. So when I first arrived on scene about a month ago, all right, I got it with a bunch of hate, a bunch of DMs, a bunch of comments. It was incredible. Really, it was. Because once I seen this, like a lot of other people in this community, once they seen it, you couldn't unsee it. So, and we know that it's going on, and now it's kind of like everybody knows pretty much. So got hit with a bunch of hate, and we were told that we were just clout chasing fiascos, clout chaser of the year. So let's talk about that for a brief moment, shall we? Let's talk about the 2 different types of clout chasing that is going on. So the first kind of clout chasing that's going on, you have like the D riding or the D stucking type of clout chase. You got the guys that are defending D-Laner and JGOD and Swag and acting like they just plug their controller in regular like this, right? No boxes, regular like that. They turn the game on, they just get on, and they're shredded. They're just not manipulating lobbies to get into lower KD lobbies. None of that. They're not doing any of that. They're just playing their game, and they're just cracked, and they're just gooder and better than you. That's the first kind of clout chase, right? So you're like defending these people, saying that they're not doing something that they're being accused of, and trying to discredit the people that are accusing them. And you're not trying to discredit a bunch of different clips. You're just trying to discredit one, or just focus and dial in on one. Okay, so you're like hanging on to their nuts, essentially being like, oh my God, notice me, I'm a big fanboy. You got those guys. Then you got, we're gonna put this quote unquote off, the clout chasers like me, BADBOYBEAMAN, Gustav, Pudding, Enes, and Gilgamesh, the squad. So, and the Truth Seeker and all these other channels, you say that we're clout chasing, but we are sticking up for the little guy that actually does play the game the way you guys say that these pros play the game. We're sticking up for the dude that doesn't have a voice, that doesn't have a chance. And if I'm going to be called clout chasing for sticking up for that person, then I'm clout chaser of the fucking year, baby. Let's get it. Now, another point that I want to make is, ever since we started talking about fraud and things like that, and just cancel Warzone, and just the movement, and bringing awareness to actions that can be taken, now all of a sudden, all these guys are now quitting, are now making the switch over to Apex, are now just so conveniently going on vacation and taking kind of like a break from Warzone. It's just quite convenient. What a time, right? What a time when Warzone is actually dying. So it's funny, like now you got guys like Little Ratman saying that they are quitting Warzone, and now they're going to be doing videos exposing cheaters full time. And if you actually go look at this video from Little Ratman about him exposing cheaters, he's talking about the same things that me and the rest of everybody else have been talking about. These same exact things, saying the same things that we've been saying all along. But you know the difference between the people that he decides to call out and the people that we call out? The people that he decides to call out aren't making a living from doing this. They don't have a big, huge following, right? They are blatant about it. Now, my problem with guys like him that say that, so first off, before we get into my problems with guys like him, these are the same guys that have been telling us, these people that they are saying and accusing of doing these cheats, that are doing the same exact thing that Z-Laner, these other big names are doing, okay, told us that these guys aren't cheating. These same guys that are now wanting to quit Warzone and do these accusation videos told us that these guys weren't cheating. Not only that, but my problem with these guys is they won't do a video like that on Z-Laner explaining how this is natural behavior and how this person is not cheating, or Swag, or Biffle, or any of these guys. Because they're little rats. They're little dick suckers. Okay? Does that make sense? They want to ride the coattails of JGOD. Like, look, I supported you when you were cheating the whole time. Another great point. A lot of you guys call me crazy for thinking that Benny Central cheats. And JGOD, let's bring that back up. Because we've dropped some bangers showing that they actually do use mods. Imagine that. So again, until I would just love, like I would love to support anybody's channel, but I cannot support these rats channels because they're just rats, bro. They're not honest. And that's the whole thing. If they were honest about it, we'd have no problem. But like I said, man, it's just funny. Now, Warzone's dying. People are wanting to quit, switching over to Apex, switching over to these different games. And now they still want to expose things on Warzone. Why don't you expose the people that ruin the game? The people that we call out that you guys try to tell us aren't cheating. That's where it all started. Where do you think people learned to get Krona Zen and strike packs and then realized how much they sucked once they got them, and then looked even further and dove even more into the rabbit hole and then got these custom cheats and to make them look, you know what I mean? So again, if you give somebody no recoil and wall hacks and ESP and ultimate radar, a good player, they are going to be insane. If you give me that, I am going to be insane. So it's really funny that but that you guys is what has ruined Warzone, because you think these people just walked into GameStop and was just like, oh, look at this, cheats. I'm not gonna say nothing about shit, and I am going to just start using them. No, they seen it on YouTube, realized something was wrong, and they did their own research and figured out what was going on. And over time, that has killed Warzone. And not only has that killed Warzone, I top that with Activision, who only cares about money and not the community, and literally goes years without giving you an anti-cheat or some kind of one, or without working on one or testing one out in game and seeing how it works, and nothing. That's what destroyed a game that had potentially so much. It was a great potential to be such a great game, was destroyed for two reasons. Cheat companies have been around. They're going to be around. So I get a lot of flack from dealing with people like Lethal Panda and Atomic Hacks, but my whole point is I have the utmost respect for Atomic Hacks, the people over there, Lethal Panda, and guys like Kevozilla, because they come out and they don't lie to you. They keep it real. Kevozilla isn't over on YouTube, or Lethal Panda isn't over on YouTube acting like they're 150 times better than you. You got a 0.68 KD, okay, and telling you that you suck and don't know anything, and that they're just so much better and telling you to get gooder. They're telling you what it is they use to get gooder and how they use these things to enjoy the game a little bit more. But it in turn normalizes these things to be used to the point they're thrown in GameStop for money, and it's a normalizing of cheats over time. Now, it's going to be really interesting to see where everybody goes and where everybody sticks, and the patterns and repetition that we're going to see transfer over from Warzone over into these other games. Best believe that we're going to be taking a look But I'm not going to keep you guys anymore. I think we ran over all the points that we wanted to run over. Warzone's dead. We're taking big W's over here. So Exposed Nation, let's hear it in the comments below, guys. We're not getting a lot of haters like we used to, which is a good thing. So let's just actually go take a look at this Aydan clip and talk about it, shall we? All right, now let's just take a look for ourselves and see what the man himself, BADBOYBEAMAN, has to say about all this.
Use, okay? And Aydan claims it to be a glitch or a bug that gives him full knowledge of all enemy locations on the map, not just in a certain location around him, but on the whole map. This is a bug that I have not seen anybody else complain about. This is a bug where there is literally no other videos of it happening. The only person it has happened to that I have seen is Aydan. What are the chances of that? Aydan, a top streamer who has had world records for high kills in Call of Duty Warzone.
Right here, yeah. I feel like jumped instead of slide canceled, and I couldn't back up in time. Holy fuck! Wow. Wait, holy fuck! Wow. Wait, holy fuck!
It's like a Perma UAV, a constant UAV. But it almost looks like he's tried to turn it off, and as he's gone onto the map, it's only just clearing from the map where the enemies were. Because they do fade out. So you can see literally everybody on that map there. What is the difference between what we have seen on this clip of Aydan compared to what we saw in the video demonstrating how a constant or Perma UAV works? There is no difference other than the fact that they all disappear at the exact same time on Aydan's. And just so you are aware, just the same as aimbot and wall hacks and every other cheat, it can be toggled off by the push of a button, a foot pedal, anything on your controller, your mouse, anything. So it does appear like a Perma UAV was in use. He's tried to toggle off, opened up his map, but it hadn't cleared. That's my opinion on that. There is no other way to explain it.
At all. Indeed, brother. Great find. Make sure you guys go over and watch the original video if that's something that interests you. But to me, this is the beginning of the end. So the last part of this video that we're going to go over JGOD spectating a hacker. So my problem with these guys and these rats are there is a hacking problem going on. So this dude is, one, he's a dweeb. Two, he built such a good channel giving you facts. So my problem with these guys is, why are they not taking a look at these big streamers that are accused of this and trying to debunk and show you where we say it's robot? They can show us, well, with all this game knowledge that JGOD has, and for the game that all these guys have, why would they not be like, look, this is how it's natural, etc., etc. They don't do that because they support this, because these guys are all making a living and they're all in it together. Really so funny coincidence is that, imagine this game being ran rampant with hackers, and with all these hackers, these streamers still seem to dominate. The only person that is getting affected by these hackers are the people that are playing the game regularly, that are being called bots, that are not using mods or custom scripts or cheats or hacks or ESP or anything like that. That in itself is sus. So if it were me and I was JGOD and I had 1 million something subscribers, or any of these other guys, and I really cared about Warzone and wanted to end the cheating problem, I'm going to take a look at these clips. I'm going to take a look at these streamers and be like, look, my reaction on does E-Laner cheat? And give an educated, unbiased opinion, but that's not what's going on here. So let's take a look at what JGOD thinks is cheating and why he thinks this is cheating, or we'll call this out, but won't call out the rest.
Movement that most cracked out players will use. There's a UAV finally.
Most cracked out players will use, or the most cracked out cheaters. It's, remember, this is simply who's the best cheater.
This is an easy guy. He's going to run across from left to right. Or is he going back for his loot? Easy down. Easy kill. Oh, there was actually a second guy there too. That guy must have had Ghost. He wasn't on the minimap. Find out right now though. They play a little weird. Why did he mark that side of the map? Like, why did he mark that building? Is that where they're headed to? If there's somebody in that building, that is sketch. He's snaking. Why does he think somebody's on the train? A little bit raspy. I went to the box. Is he blind? He was blind. I think it's still the number one meta gun. Oh, they are working their way over here. Felt like I heard footsteps. Maybe it's just his teammates. The audio is so weird in this game when spectating. All right, Bullfrog, and then the C58, which I think is still the number one meta gun. I know some people prefer the Krig, but the C58 is just so good. He also has Dark Matter, huh? Wow. Okay, this guy got MP5. He's going to weapon swap. Why C58? So these guys are in the know in terms of what to use. The Bertha coming up. They did grab a bounty. That could be their bounty too. Because, you know, there's like a 10-second delay. And obviously when there's a spectator desync, you can see at the top his latency is pretty close to mine. So it might have worked out really well. That's kind of an unfortunate down there. He has to clear this guy out though. Is he going to sell? Is he going to get up? The guy doesn't have any lethals, stuns, or anything. Because it doesn't seem like organic. Oh, he didn't even know where that guy was. Maybe they don't have walls. Or maybe he just got complacent. Like, he would know where he is, right? If he had walls. Pretty easy kill.
So again, I just want to show that this dude is all over the place in this video. Again, you can go watch this video for yourself. It's not hard to find, but the dude is all over the place. And everything that he is accusing these guys of can easily be said. Easily be said if you were to take this and replace it with a Z-Laner clip or swag or any of these guys that are blatantly out there with it. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned something new. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Also, I love you guys. Don't forget, they're taking big L's right now. We're not. So see you guys in the next one. Chuck 'em.